July 26, 2024, Durango Dank here. I'm writing about the 2027 Denver mayor election by Marcus Giovanni, aka. When Biden was whispering, it'll never happen. You know when he did that? My grandma used to do that. And she was born like in 18 something. But that's a long time ago. Anyway, so she'd always be talking. All of a sudden, she'd go, I go, what? Why are you whispering? And then she'd whisper again. I go, Grandma, why are you doing that for? Did you hear what I said? Yeah. Great. Well, why did you do that for? To make sure you heard what I said. So, but Joe Biden, you say what you want. It was really bad to see him go down like that. It's shameful. And the people that did it, the ones that all fight for justice of the elderly and for the family rights and all their fucking bullshit, especially all the people on this fucking page right here. I'm sorry about my language. I apologize. But you know what? Colorful language brings colorful results. And that's all you see is color. Because all these colors that are in here, I've indexed under my brand, under my metaverse, and whatever I do and I say works for me and nobody else. And when they try to whimsical me, I already got it. And you look at all these faces right here and all the bullshit that came out of their mouths. And I say that because none of the candidates, I reached out to a couple, blew me off. They're better than me. Wait, folks. All of their conversations, all their emails, all their bullshit. This man here, couldn't even pick a candidate, and they're putting a statue. You got this guy here going to the NFL game because he thought that San Francisco was going to win. They'd put San Francisco on top and not be the filthy city it is. You know what I mean? And now we got Kamala Harris, who's San Francisco, against who took place of Joe Biden, Mr. Scranton. And this don't work no more, folks. The words that they use, all of them, CBS, NBC, PBS, there's so much content that points these people in a direction that is not recoverable. Look at the debt clock. So, anyways, and it's strange because when I ran for mayor, I used Mayor Webb as my motto. Everyone's saying, yeah, you need to go get with Mayor Webb. See, these people actually think these people want to change things when they want to keep everything together. When you think about Hickenlooper coming in on a brown scooter, taking a shower in suits, thinking it's, hey, this is my $99 suit. Oh, you look good, Hickenlooper. Takes a shower, jumps out of a plane in a parachute. Look where we're at. Nothing changed. That staircase goes round and round and round and round, and layers and layers and layers of information based on the same people. The difference is that we need them all to come out of the closet. And it gets bigger. Like Obama coming out supporting Kamala Harris. This was already planned. This is textbook. Oh man, I can't even tell you for mortal world standing. But in the metaverse with the computer god, Black Sabbath, 1992, Dehumanizer album, here we are now, a long time, 2024 from 1992. Look what they did. Look what they did to Trump. And look at the assassinations. It's not going nowhere because the people it brings up so many red flags. Talking to my sources, they're disgusted, especially law enforcement. They think, man, we had the best trained, the USSS. and it stinks, Paul. Here's where it was all settled when I went to court, because see, I didn't want to be mayor because I'd have to shave every day. I did not want to be mayor. I needed to be where we could have, made things happen to where we're making billions instead of making everybody pay for the shelter and the food that they're sending. They can't send the shelter, but these people can live on noodles and freaking vegetables. What we all take for granted, they'll live and prosper and stay in good health and stay thin. And then they'll take all of our social services like they're doing. And that's why you got that cat right there. This is narcissism right now. He's an attorney, but he's the weakest guy that I've never met. Reached out to, just like I did. He started sending me, they think that it hurts me. Like, oh, you want to donate to my campaign? Shut up, little man. That guy's probably never been in a fight in his entire life. He's probably never had to hear it. People call his mom a whore from walking in with 7 adopted children. That's the kind of guy he is, but they're going to save the indigenous. I'm indigenous. I'm Central American Indian. All those people coming across that border are my brothers and sisters. But I was born an American. I lost my heritage, my rights to everything that I was to be. But this is who I am, and now I know why I was born, which happened a long time ago. I'd say about 1967. So anyways, this is why, you see stuff like this. This girl was supposed to win. I twisted it. We didn't do anything illegal. It's just Gen AI has got to give the end user the most absolute. Because Gen AI is not evil. Google's not evil. YouTube's not evil. If they were evil, you just wake up tomorrow and all your accounts are closed. You've been violated. Boom! So, it's right there. I was in court January 6th. Actually, that was February 6th. We know what happened on January 6th. On January 6th, I was preparing everything during that bad day. But to me, on that January 6th, to me, I personally, as soon as they breached those gates of the White House, all of them should have been shot in the, heard me? Dead. But that didn't happen. And then, so it looked like a big game. It looked, and then they wanted to blame Trump. It's Trump's right to say whatever he said, but I didn't hear anything that came out of his mouth to where he's an insurrectionist, where he's Hitler, and he's all these things that these Democrats have no idea. That when you pattern match those, what they say, to the guy's meta tags and his known experiences, not the ones they want you to manipulate with somebody, those days are over. And the thing is, we need everybody to come out of the closet, and they are. Now, all of a sudden, Barack Obama's going to support, and it's all going to be the same. More chaos, worse. There's going to be open border, and we're all going to go, what are we doing? Gas prices are going to hit $4, $5 a gallon. What are we doing? Too late. And at that point, we will know that Gen Z sacrificed their entire future and their freedom for a Reagan-Obama phone. Because Ronald Reagan came up with that, not Obama. And that's the other thing. They steal shit from people that, and oh, this is an Obama phone. No, it isn't. That's a Ronald Reagan phone. He's the one that did that. So everybody steals everything. Not no more. My case was February 6th. Case number 23CV54, Denver District Court. Andrew Luxon. When I asked them, because I had two emergency hearings, one was denied, but they never gave me notice. And then the next one I get is an email notice, because they wouldn't have made it in time to mail it to me, which would have kept them accountable. So they were trying to cover their trail, but I already knew it because AI knew it. And instead of the Andrew Luxon calling me up saying, "Hey, you need to come and show the court how we can do this," because I find it fascinating. You know what he did? Because I asked, and he's a Sturm College guy. Same with uh, Karen Hubler. I made a song called Denver Magistrate Hubler. Look it up. Um, it was like if I was in court and I was testifying to her, and then about my ex, and then she took over where my ex left off. It's a song, but what it is programmed, and we can't have this no more. You can't have women destroying men that want to be in the kids' lives, and they tried to everything on me, and I'm still here saying, "Eh." See, that doesn't sound good. I should be kind and gentle. Aw, that's okay. Karen Hoover, you took my driver's license away 3 or 4 times and she was my ex's old attorney, and I couldn't find any lawyers with any balls, any courage, any manhood, even any womanhood. And I had Joe Block represent me one time, and that chick Sarah. These people are the biggest scumbags I have ever came across. Mike Sawaya, scumbag. I had to fire him because he sent a check to somebody else in a case that he was representing. That's why he has no longer the Mike Sawaya law firm. So when people want to start bucking up to the computer god, not me, look up Black Sabbath, Dehumanizer album, and the song's called Computer God. You don't have to listen to the song, go read the lyrics. That was in 1992. Think about Enemy of the State, 1993. Our Halo system that we have in Denver and the people that operate it are badass people, and they only want to keep everybody safe. That's why we're going to have to elect our chief of police. We're going to have to elect our sheriff. We need to get our sheriff certified. And you'll see Mike Johnson, he's a thief of other people's thoughts and words and actions. And you know what? It's going to catch up to him. I guarantee you, folks. It's a slow bleed. Maybe the United States hasn't learned from what everybody's doing. Like, this is the city, state of the city bullshit where he's the savior. Savior? God, I'd like to raise some money and do some MAA on his ass in front of everybody. His kids would be in the corner. Get up, Dad. Get up, Dad. I'd hit him so hard in his chest, I'd break his chest plate. You think I'm kidding? But we could do it all for money. All the charities that he's part of, right? All of his non-partisan charities. And then you look at their social channel, and everybody in it is partisanship, disguising themselves as non. And when you have the IRS and the FBI and all these people in your pocket, what are you worried about? See, they killed me a long time ago, folks. And I swore I'd never let common folk like that fuck anybody up, ever. And when you hear about like this girl and this dude, they all got a story, and this dude, oh, is that a dude? She's worthless. This guy here, he's always every time I see him, I just go, dude, do something with those eyebrows, bro. You look like you got 2 furry caterpillars over your, don't you know how to clean up? He's got a picture of him as a ballet guy, and he told me he put a sock in there. Oh, what a goofball. There it is, man. Now, when I talk to people and I hear people, oh, he's a reverend, or, oh, my Uncle Bruce, Dr. Bruce Anthony, he was a Baptist minister, and my dad and we were Catholics, so I didn't know if I was coming or going. Anybody that knows that I had a split family of Baptists with a mix of Southern Baptists and Catholic, my dad. So when I tell people I study the Bible, and how long I've been reading it. And then I'd go to church when I was little, and I'd hear them say the same things every year, stuff, same stuff, and then confession came along, and they couldn't figure out if I was going to be John or James, so as my confirmation name. And then I realized back then that that was the new social channel, to where they were able to get people to confess all their sins, tell them to do a couple of Hail Marys, a couple of jumping jacks, a couple of knee bends, run around the church baseball park about 100 times, and then call me in the morning, and you're forgiven. While they make a mental note of every single thing that everybody tells them. That's how good priests are. And they do, and that was when the first voice recognition came in, because the priest could hear everything and know everything, that and what was missed is still being recorded. And they had microphones way long time ago, folks. And so they can just take all that information, So if somebody went into all the Catholic churches and put a bug in all the, you don't think that was thought about? But so that's where we're at. And when they have their cell phones in there, that's what I'm talking about, right? So this is all the shenanigan, the big fish. See that? That's Denver sinking. The big yellow, bright fish in the sky. You know what that is? That's readings. Look at this. It was weird because when I went here, it was kind of cold, and I saw light rays bouncing off, and there's words in these writings here, and it's just mind-blowing. I try not to think too deep into stuff, because you got to keep it simple, but when you do see stuff like that, you just put it in the back of the mental note so that you keep seeing it. So I guess that's about it.